Hey everyone, Make 3.0 Shine here, and welcome back, finally, to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. This is the first video I'm recording in 2022. The date currently is Saturday, the 1st of January, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So here we are. If you need a reminder on what's been happening in Phoenix Wright, pretty much, our defendant, our client, Will Powers, has been accused of murdering Jack Hammer, and there's all these witnesses, Miss Oldbag, and in the last episode, the police took in a kid, because he had info, so he's gonna be in the trial today. So, pretty much that's where we're at. We have pretty much no evidence that it wasn't Will Powers, and there's even a photo of who seems to be Will Powers, so, going to Studio 1 where the body was found. So, we're kind of screwed, but let's keep going. October 19th, 9:42 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Also, I'm sorry if I'm gonna sound a bit sniffly, I am currently dealing with a cold. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? You have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. They're putting a lot of pressure on this one. October 19th, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can Jew get? Jew don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai noob. ROFL. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this... Sorry, I had to sneeze. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. That's what I was saying. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. Seems straightforward. The time of Miss Hammer's death was 2:30 PM, and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no. I come in at all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FWIW, I was pretty busy all that day. Sad face. Did he actually say sad face in real life? Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. The employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Is anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. The WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, that's the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch, ROFS. ROFS, rolling on the floor, starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Oh wait, no, sorry. Let's press. What exactly did they have for lunch? A T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness, did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What did you want? Sweats. When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then, drool. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. And you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one, Sweats. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, ruffle. Well, Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. That's always a cause for concern. Break. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, ROFL. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me, Steams. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, ROFL. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So we could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. It was only 15 minutes, 15, that's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table? Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with the murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim that I'm gonna save. But no, literally, it's impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects. But I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took the break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point, and somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai... Sorry, had to sneeze again. Given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Well then, we are losing. October 19th, 11:04 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Any kids watching? This one's for you. That sounds really creepy, but... October 19th, 11:15 AM, District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. I can see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. We might cause him trauma, but we don't have a choice. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness. Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just... Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it in. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Sorry. Witness's account. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, that was the Steel Samurai! It totally rocked. Right before my eyes out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Cross-examination. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Sorry, let's press. Boom. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually I've been there a couple times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, and that security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw her, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. Hang on, I do need to save more often. Not saving that much. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. And guess what happened next? When I came up by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall. Skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took it down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like, he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yeah, totally. Oh no, did my controller run out of battery or something? Technical difficulties, everyone. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Well, here's the thing. Cody always carries it, so you know what? Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney, no one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? But why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Yeah, I had my camera with me. So, why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action, I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. Didn't turn away, not even once. No? Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Yeah, let's do that. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Hang on. Show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Because, this. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Cross-examination. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from— Okay, sorry. I keep doing that. I need to press. Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-head geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. We're all so self-conscious. Okay, off of the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Yipes! The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. Okay, wait. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. God damn it. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground, and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey. Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Okay. Why would he erase them when he has this book? Contains photos of every victory seen in every battle. Yeah. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me, Ben? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No. Wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Photos were blurry, he erased them by mistake. Steel Samurai didn't win. Sorry, I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. Me, the Steel Samurai, lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way. No. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Sneezed again. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down, but then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim. Wow, really? I didn't know. Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, just saying that the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Plus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 PM. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor, this isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. The inconsistency in the photo. Well, it's the 2. Because the murder happened at Studio 1, not Studio 2. But they're at Studio 2. What? Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I may be shocked, so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. Body was found here in Studio 1. However, what we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder, it does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge. Okay. It was here. Here, at Studio 2. I see! That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Because the trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio One. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. You know what? I have proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Miss Jack Hammer stole the costume. It's this. Found on the table. It's sleeping pills. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table found in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. Whew, alright. October 19th, 2:47 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Whew. That's what I did. That was a close one. Sorry, another sneeze. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seemed so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. To be continued. That was a good trial, I really enjoyed that. So much came to light. So let's save. October 19th, 2:57 PM, Wright and Co-Law offices. And with me sneezing again, we're gonna go back to the title screen. That is where we're gonna end this episode. thank you everyone for watching this episode of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying, because it's good to be back. I hope I can do this more often. Let's get through this game, shall we? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!